Hello, and welcome to Alleviate Dry Eye. I'm your host, Dr. Pam Terrio. I'm the author of the book, Alleviate Dry Eye, and also a dry eye specialist here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Today, I want to talk to you about winter. And February is the coldest month of the year in most of the parts of the U.S. It's colder than January or December. And so we really need to talk about how we can protect our eyes, especially when they're dry, from the cold winter air. So the cold air makes our dry eyes sensitive. It irritates them. So it makes them usually water. That's our body's protective mechanism to defend against the irritant of the coldness. And the best ways to protect your eyes during the winter are to wear sunglasses or some kind of goggle that will cover your eyes from cold or wind. You can also rinse them with some artificial tears once you've been back indoors to clear the irritants. So let's talk about protecting from the UV rays. Just because the sun isn't shining doesn't mean the UV isn't getting through the clouds. And if there is snow on the ground, then that UV is reflecting back up into your eyes. And so wearing a lighter pair of shades, sunshades on cloudy, rainy, or snowy days is super important. So what do I mean by lighter is the actual tint of the sunglass. And then you may want to try a wraparound style to keep the wind out. So we're going to talk specifically about sunglasses, UV protection, the tint, and the style. So UV light, as you all know, it's damaging to our bodies. It's what causes sunburns, but it also causes problems in the eyes like cataracts and macular degeneration. Protecting our eyes from the sun will reduce these vision problems later in life. When you pick a pair of sunglasses, you want to make sure that there's the sticker on the lens says 98% UV blocking. The higher the blocking, the better. There's UVA and UVB, and usually it'll say 100% UVA, UVB, or some percentage there. In the US, when they put those stickers on there, it needs to be true. So it's something easy to find. Also, if you wear prescription glasses, you can have UV protection added to your clear lenses to protect you. So the UV protection is actually clear. It has nothing to do with the color of the tinted sunglasses. So you can add a clear UV protection to your prescription glasses. Okay, what about polarized lenses? You may have heard of these. They're blocking glare. So they help you with the functionality of your vision, make your vision clearer when you're around water or snow, or if you live somewhere where there's a lot of rain and there might be reflections coming off puddles. Not as important to use polarized lenses if you're just using them for driving, because you're not necessarily getting a lot of glare from things. But they do tend to be a little bit darker as well when you add the polarization to sunglasses. And so if you live in somewhere that's super sunny, polarized lenses are great. Cutting that glare will help images to appear sharper, and it will increase your clarity. So if that's something that you're interested in, is getting the best vision possible, then polarized lenses are for you. Now, tint, I usually recommend my patients to go with either the gray or the brown. The gray tint definitely has its advantages in that it dims colors across the color spectrum versus using a brown lens will distort your color perception more towards the reds. Now, yellow lenses are great in the wintertime because it increases the perception of details. It cuts the glare in the daytime and in the night. And if you're using them around snow, you're going to get some better contrast. So these are lenses that you could wear driving at night even to give you a little bit better contrast. But if you're in the snow, they are super great to give you that increased sense of security because the contrast is so much better. Now, the intensity of the sunglass is just how dark are the lenses. A lot of that is just personal preference. But I do recommend you use at least 60% intensity to cut back on the irritation from just having light come into your eyes. So a lot of dry eye sufferers tend to be light sensitive as well. So try to go for something that's at least 60% intensity of the color. Now we talk about style of sunglasses. The size really matters. You don't want teeny tiny glasses. Wraparounds, fit overs, inserts, and clip-ons are the ways that you could wear sunglasses. Since it's wintertime, we're really going to concentrate on the wraparound or the fit over because we want to protect our eyes from cold wind getting in. Inserts go inside of another glass, and clip-ons are sunglasses just clip onto the outside. So definitely not the style that you'd want to choose in winter. So as I was just saying, size matters. You don't want these teeny tiny lenses that are just protecting right around your eyes in the wintertime. You want to go for something bigger that may have wide side shields or a wraparound that would actually protect your eyes. So the wraparound gives you better coverage from blocking the wind. It's great to use when you're wearing contact lenses, but wraparound glasses are difficult to use if you want a prescription sunglass because the wraparound style will actually distort the prescription and may give you headaches, a swimming feeling, a fishbowl sensation because the prescription is distorted as it wraps. If you want a non-prescription wraparound, they're great because you can get them to wrap all the way to the side of your head, give you maximum coverage. But as I was saying, they're difficult to do in a prescription. Now, the other option, if you do need to wear a prescription, is to do a fit over sunglass. And that means these sunglasses just go right over your regular glasses. And they're very convenient because you can just take them on and off when you're outside, put them on over your glasses. When you're inside, you take them off. They usually, in addition to having a wraparound to the side, they have coverage to the top where they block light coming straight into your eyes. And they also give you the best UV protection because of this great coverage. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is snow blindness. When you spend hours outdoors in the snow and ice without wearing any UV protection can cause a syndrome called snow blindness. And that comes from the UV light exposure giving the front of your eyes like a sunburn. It causes pain, redness, watering, and extreme light sensitivity. Now, it doesn't usually happen in the instant that you're outside. It's more like exactly when you're on the beach all day long, everything's going great. You don't know that you're getting sunburned until you go home that night or maybe even the next day. So the same thing happens with your eyes. The UV light will almost burn the front surface of your eyes, and the pain won't come for several hours later to even perhaps the next day. But wearing a UV blocking sunglass or goggles will prevent this from happening. If you do have snow blindness, you want to see an eye care professional right away because you will need prescription medication and lubrication to get the eyes to heal from this. So there you have it, the best tips to go outside and enjoy the season while protecting your eyes and staying comfortable. Winter is filled with fun things to do outside, and just use these guidelines to enjoy yourself. It wouldn't hurt as well to keep some artificial tears on hand just to give your eyes a refreshing drop when you come back indoors. All right, there you have it. Thanks for joining me again today for another week here at Alleviate Dry Eye. And if you don't have a favorite artificial tear, I will put the link to my artificial tear guide in the comments below. Thanks again for being here. Remember, when we take care of our eyes today, our vision will last us a lifetime. Bye for now.